is the first time that more than 7 million people in the United States are living with Alzheimer's disease. So that number continues to grow.
Well, the latest data on Alzheimer's disease, it's truly stunning, yet it's really not that surprising. The Alzheimer's Association today released its 2025 Facts and Figures report, and the number of estimated cases in the U.S. is now 7.2 million people. We've got about 102,000 in Minnesota who are living with Alzheimer's. But here's the thing, okay? It has now risen to the fourth leading cause of death in this state, up from number 6, I should say. Also new in this survey is a survey showing that the majority of people now want to know ahead of time if they have Alzheimer's.
We have been married since I got out of college.
Julie Donahue found the love of her life in Tim. But several years ago, his life started to change.
I noticed more confusion over recovering a lost item, and tracking it back was very difficult.
Concerned that something was wrong, neurologists tested her husband.
I did not suspect it at all. He had a history of cancer, and I thought it was cancer coming back. I had no idea that it was Alzheimer's.
He was just 55.
So the early diagnosis was helpful in that respect, so we could plan finances, plan legal things, plan to do things that we would have done later.
New research from the Alzheimer's Association shows 79% of Americans would want to know if they had Alzheimer's before developing symptoms.
That's encouraging. If they think there's nothing that they can be done, why would they even want to get diagnosed? But now there is something, and that's only going to change even more.
The FDA has now approved 2 new drugs, Kisunla and Leqembi, to slow the progression of Alzheimer's in early diagnosed patients. Dr. Ronald Peterson at Mayo Clinic says it appears the drugs are achieving a biological response.
Are we talking months or possibly years that this could buy families?
Well, we are talking about slowing the disease progression by, say, 30% over an 18-month period. What that translates to patients is we try to keep them stable, perhaps for another 5, 6, 7 months at their current level of functioning. Maybe as the drug goes out longer, say to 36 months, we might be buying 9, 10, 11 months of stability.
It's not a cure, but it is extending precious time, especially with their grandchildren.
They are soaking up every moment with him and trying to make the most of the time that we have.
And that new survey by the Alzheimer's Association also found that 92% would want access to one of these new drugs that are out there. And also another 9 in 10 want a simple test to show if they have Alzheimer's disease. On that point, Dr. Peterson says a blood test may be just a year or 2 away. And to learn more on what may be on the horizon, I invite you to check out my extended interview with Dr. Peterson. I've got it posted on my Facebook page. We also have it on the Fox 9 YouTube channel as well. And finally, if you or your loved one is struggling with some memory issues, by all means, go see your family doctor. And if you have more questions, the Alzheimer's Association of Minnesota and North Dakota, they've got a lot of great people there to connect you with some resources.
Yeah, so many people can relate
right?
to this. For
Too
sure.
many.
Yeah,
too
exactly.
many. Far too many.
Yeah, far too many. Thank you.